I'm going to encourage, if you got kids, they'll want to be over there. We're doing our children's message over there and some active things before we begin. So it's the fun place to be and the good place to be. All right. We're gonna head that way because that's where you're gonna play. Sears family, we begin in the fellowship hall. Come with your dad. They're settling in. Thought I do need one. High school boys, where is our stone? Yes, there were. Check, there's the bulletins. Where are Calvin and Jermaine? I need them here, not lighting candles. Oh, sorry. Where's Calvin and Jermaine? Are Calvin and Jermaine down there? I could really use Calvin and Jermaine. Has anyone seen Calvin or Jermaine? Were they? Do you think they're out in trucks or? Are Calvin and Jermaine out here? Jeff, we start over here. I yell down there to them. They're very involved in stuff because one of them needs to carry that. Nick, we'll practice with you in here, okay. And then when we move, we will move with that song. I'm your lead voice.
Okay.
So we'll want to be close to each other.
That's fine. I'll follow behind you.
Okay. Yeah.
I assume you'll be leading the.
Yes.
Are we going outside?
We are.
Okay.
We are. And yeah, you guys, I found you. One of you is carrying this, and one of you is, then the other one's handling the door in and out. Okay, for the crowd. Okay. Okay, so you're in front of me, and then Nick is behind me. But hold on, we're doing a couple things first. I need water. Okay, 10:30. You whistle, don't you?
No.
Is it you? Katie whistles? You whistle. You have a whistle, don't you? Do it then for me, please. Okay. That was your signal. That was your signal. I am not mic'd out here. There's no way for me to be. Those in there are listening to us from in here via this. So most of us have figured out already this is Palm Passion Sunday. If you haven't gotten your bulletin or a palm, we had some folks who were handing them out. So it looks like there's bulletins if you want one. There is speaking we are doing right away. So, all right. So there's that. And then any more palms out here? Do we have any more palms? All right. Okay, Marianne and I talked and we changed this up just a little bit. We're spending a little more time in here prepping everybody for what's about to happen. And that's why I'm checking in about announcements and prayers and birthdays in here. So anything that we need to share about birthdays today. I think you had one and you weren't here, Miss Rose. And Henley has hers tomorrow. So we have Rose and Henley. Anybody else? Okay, we're going to sing for Rose and Henley then. Happy birthday. So, sing. Oh, just hold each other's hands. Yeah, the birthday girls are holding each other's hands. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rose and Henley. Happy birthday to you. And many more. You are both God's gift. Both God's gift. And we're thankful for you. All right, I'm going to start doing my clapping thing that I do during VBS. I'm going to remind you of our schedule. I'm moving into the center. Yeah. Caroline and I, we are the center. Schedule for this week. What happens on Monday, Thursday? Adults, what happens on Monday? What's happening that night? We gather for worship at 7. All right. On Thursday. That's Monday, Thursday. Good Friday is also at 7. And you are welcome to be a part of those services. And we always have room at those services. All right. We have services at 2 times next Sunday, 7:30 and 10:30. In between is breakfast and then an egg hunt. Hearing from weather forecasters, egg hunt happens inside if it's raining outside. So don't worry that, oh my, it's raining. There's not going to be one. There will be one. We have a big enough space and place to hide things. So that's next Sunday. The Sunday after is our Holy Humor Sunday. Remember to bring and wear your silly hat. And Pastor Brent wasn't here. He may have wandered back. Anything else people here should know about that day?
If you sign up to be a reader,
That day or today? That day. All right. Yeah. We also, I'm pretty sure we gather for Sunday school together that morning. I need to not that out of my morning. We do that together. We do our holy humor. We're going to then eat together. And I promised them ice cream, Mike. I promised we're going to finally do the ice cream. And then that afternoon, there is an organ concert here. I'll let you get those pieces of information out of the bulletin. All right, kids, before we take off and begin, I want to remind us of a few things. We had the carpets cleaned over there, and everybody just scooped this stuff up, and it's all ready for us. We've been learning about the Palm Sunday path. We talked about how on Palm Sunday the people put their robes on the ground for Jesus, and they even made their coats the saddle for Jesus to ride on, and he was on a donkey or a colt. So remember those things this morning. Now you're holding on to another talked about. What's in your hand, Henley? What's that? A palm branch. About those, do you remember why we have them today? Why was that, Wesley? Do you remember? Yeah, celebrate that this is about God, and it's Palm Sunday. So there are celebration banners that Jesus is coming with us everywhere, even to Jerusalem. Hear about how he dies for us this week, and we celebrate that that is our Jesus who, and next week we'll find out about how he rose again. All right, so the other thing that we didn't talk about, and you guys were making me one. Where's my rock? It's probably outside. Okay, when we walk, I want you to look for some rocks. They're not on the sidewalk, they're off to the side. And they are going to say, Lord, save us, or Hosanna. All right? Jesus said before he went into Jerusalem, that if we didn't sing, that the rocks would sing and shout out. And so you'll see those shouting rocks out there when we get out there. Okay? So adults, look for them too. I don't want any of you falling over them. Okay? So we're going to sing a song we've been practicing. Today we have our guitarist, and I need to make sure I have today I might put in verses. So, but watch for them. And remember, my voice, and adults, you join us. My voice begins with Jesus is coming, and then you say, pave the way with branches. Jesus is coming, Hosanna. So Nick's going to start with the G chord for us. Jesus is coming, pave the way with branches. Jesus is coming, Hosanna. Jesus is coming, pave the way with branches. Jesus is coming, Hosanna. Hosanna. Jesus is coming, Hosanna to the Prince of Peace. Hope for the downtrodden, pave the way with branches. Hope for the downtrodden, Hosanna. Hope for the downtrodden, pave the way with branches. Hope for the downtrodden, Hosanna. Hosanna. Jesus is coming, Hosanna to the Prince of Peace. I'm going to stop us there so we have a good idea how it's going to go as we spread out it might be like, I'm the only one singing. So just keep going, and we'll be able to hear each other as we turn. Okay, now when we go in the church, kids, I want you to follow, because I'm going to do a little bit of walking and around, because we learned last week that Jesus went up and down on the path, and that's the spot we can do some up and down. Okay, thank you. You know just what to do. Stick with her. All right, so Calvin is leading us with the cross. And I and Nick are going to be next. And then you guys are going to light the candles once we do that opening song too. Okay, we are leaving. Tree with branches, Jesus, Hosanna. Jesus is coming, pave the way with branches. Jesus is coming, Hosanna, Hosanna. Jesus is coming, Hosanna, to the Prince of Peace. Hosanna, Jesus is coming, Hosanna, to the Prince of Peace. Hope for the hopeless, pave the way with branches. Hope for the hopeless, Hosanna, Hosanna. Jesus is coming, Hosanna, to the Prince of Peace. Hosanna, Jesus is coming, Hosanna, to the Prince of Peace. Debts are forgiven, pave the way with branches. Debts are forgiven, Hosanna. Debts are forgiven, pave the way with branches. Debts are forgiven, Hosanna, Hosanna. Jesus is coming, Hosanna, to the Prince of Peace. Hosanna, Jesus is coming, Hosanna, to the Prince of Peace. The suffering servant, pave the way with branches. The suffering servant, Hosanna. The suffering servant, pave the way with branches. The suffering servant, Hosanna, Hosanna. Jesus is coming, Hosanna, to the Prince of Peace. Hosanna, Jesus is coming, Hosanna, to the Prince of Peace. Jesus is coming, pave the way with branches. Jesus is coming, Hosanna. Jesus is coming. You can find your way to your seats now. Jesus is coming, Hosanna. Go ahead and find your seats now. And kids can